Welcome to the Santander Cultivate Small Business Cohort 10 Application Technical Assistance webinar. My name is Cynthia Nevels. I am the founder of the Start.Pivot.Grow program. I work in collaboration with the Dallas College organization to help small businesses navigate the small business services programs and initiatives that are available to help you build stronger businesses, to help you grow, and to answer questions that you may have that may be prohibiting you from growing your company. I'm pleased to be here with you today. This training will not take long. We're offering this recorded session for those of you who may not have been able to book an appointment before the application date. The application for Cohort 10 is due June 17th by the end of the day, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. And therefore, if you have booked a technical assistance session after that date, it will be too late. So I hope that you take the opportunity to watch this video to complete your application and use the information that's shared to help you complete and submit a really compelling application in hopes that you get accepted into the program. This program is designed specifically for small businesses that are in the food service industry. Whether you are a restaurateur, a food truck operator, a caterer, or you manufacture and produce consumer good products, or you're in the agricultural industry, this program is for you. It is an application process. There are 2 interviews that are scheduled, and then you will be notified prior to the launch date, which is in September, whether or not you're accepted in the program. The program does come with grant awards that range between $2,500 up to $20,000, which is an exciting opportunity. Everyone who fully completes the Accelerator program 100% will be awarded a form of a grant, amount to be determined in the future. So with that, I wish you good luck. I hope that you complete your application and hit submit, and I hope that you're accepted into this valuable Accelerator program. Again, my name is Cynthia Nevels, the founder of Start.Pivot.Grow, and you can learn more about that program, which is a Dallas College initiative, at Start.Pivot.Grow.com. Let's begin. When you arrive at the application link, you will find a red button that says Apply Now. Make sure that you are in the space that reads Cohort 10. That's where you want to be. The application domain is app.santanderx.com/calls with an S /CSB 10, which stands for Cultivate Small Business 10. Make sure you have the proper domain and you're in cohort 10. And you, to begin, would click Apply Now. If you are new to the website and you've never applied for a Santander Accelerator in the past, you're going to have a box that says Apply with a new one. You're submitting a new application. Select that box. You're going to enter your initial demographic information. This is very important that this information is accurate. It's your first First, it's your personal information, your full name, their legal first name, legal last name. The next thing you want to do is to ensure that your email address is spelled correctly. If it is not, and you have an error, you will not receive your notifications from Santander. So please make sure that that is accurate. And then your additional demographic information. Please fill in every line item in order to have full details and information that the organization needs all the way to the bottom. Okay. Next, you're going to complete business information. This is going to be the legal business name for your company. You, if you operate with a DBA, you would simply enter the legal name, DBA, and the name you go by for your food service company. Next, you're going to identify your profile classification. If you are a US-based business, choose what type. Are you a small minority enterprise that is making less than 2 million, greater than, 2 million to $10 million, and you have less than 25 employees? Are you in the scale up phase where you're making up to 300,000? Are you in a startup phase where you're making less than, less than 300,000? Scale up is more than 300,000. Are you a micro entrepreneur or entrepreneur with working within a university project? Most of you should select between scale up and startup. This program is looking for businesses that are actively in operation, that's generating more than $25,000 in annual revenue, that's for the year, and has at minimum 1 to 2 employees or more. But if you're a startup with zero revenue, you may want to reconsider and look for other startup programs. This program, it leans towards those active businesses that have been in operation with customers and is generating revenue. You're going to identify your role within the company. This company also requires that the owner or co-owner of the entity participates fully in the program. They technically will not allow for subordinates, staff members, team members, or contractors to represent or to attend the training classes if you are accepted into the accelerator. So make sure that you select the right role in that you are the CEO or owner or co-owner of the program. This section here can be a little tricky. This is for international businesses, and you want to identify if your business has been incorporated outside of the United States. If you are a US-based business, do not fill this in. You're going to simply check not legally incorporated. Again, let me repeat, this section here is specifically for international businesses that may be operating in the US. If that is not you, simply check not legally incorporated. You move on to the next field and you're going to list your DBA name, if applicable, and what percentage of ownership you have in the business. If you are co-owner, what's your percentage of ownership? If you're full owner, you're going to own 100%. That is the detail that you would enter here. The next field, you're going to select your business type. So, and this is your legal structure. And so you're looking at sole proprietorship, LLC, C Corp, S Corp, and so forth. Please select one of those types. Your street address, you want to include your complete address. Your zip code is going to be separated from your complete address above. Make sure that you have your number, your street, city, state, and include zip code in the next field. If you are what they call a disadvantaged business, minority owned, BIPOC owned business, that includes woman owned, veteran owned, and disabled owned, you're going to select what type of certification you are eligible for or that you currently hold. If you are not a part of a disadvantaged class, you may skip this field. Next, you want to move to the extended business information section. Here, you're going to identify what industry you are in. You're either going to be agricultural or food and food production. Choose the best industry for you. Next, business information by numbers. This is where it is important for you to already have your 2023 financial statements in front of you, complete statements. You're going to enter data related to your revenue and your profit, number of employees in the fields that are listed, but you're also going to upload your copies, your digital copies of your financial statements for 2023 and 2024. Remember, you must be in business and operating in order to qualify for the Santander Cultivate Small Business Accelerator. Full-time employees also include yourself, even if you are not paying yourself as a W-2 employee. Please include the number for yourself, the co-owner, or W-2 FTEs or PTEs, full-time equivalents or part-time equivalents. If you have contractors that work for you, they're going to be entered, or the number of contractors will be entered in the field that is noted 1099 employees. The next field is please list all types of capital that you have accessed to date, and you can select multiple options here. Next, if you've answered above, please describe below. Describe what type of capital you've received and from whom, if you have those details. Now we move on to the Cultivate Small Business specific questions. Here are questions that are really important that are going to be for evaluation of your application by the committee. You want to list how did you hear about the Cultivate Small Business Program, and if you've learned about it from Dallas College, from Dr. January, outreach initiatives, or from Start.Pivot.Grow, or from the culinary school or others, please let us know. If the organization is not listed above, please write the company or organization that you heard about Cultivate Small Business from. Here you're going to enter why are you interested in participating in the Cultivate Small Business Accelerator. This is where you have 500 characters to really pitch your story as to the need, what's missing in your business, what you're seeking, and how this program potentially could assist you in growing and sustaining your operation. Next, what are the 3 most significant challenges facing your business right now? And next, if you've answered above, please describe those unique challenges. This is where you'll want to write out your narrative. Make sure that you have spell checked for grammar, and also make sure that it aligns with your identified need as to why you're interested in the accelerator. The next field is identifying uh, how you're going to, what else you need, or what else you would like for them to know about you, your company, your model, your mission. Please take a moment to add any additional interesting information, accolades, accomplishments that you have been awarded, experienced since your launch of your company. Take the time to include that. And lastly, have you applied to the Cultivate Small Business Program in the past? Yes, yes, but I was not accepted, and so forth. That's important as well. Lastly, most important, these are required fields. You cannot submit without the inclusion of the actual documents. You're going to upload your most recent profit and loss statement year to date. That means January 2024 to June 17th, or your submission date 2024. This information is important. So this is your profit and loss statement year to date for 2024. You're going to supply a copy of your photo ID or passport. Make sure you submit a clear copy of your ID that has the name that matches the owner or co-owner. And lastly, you have to submit proof of ownership of the business. This is going to include your articles of incorporation if you're a corporation, your articles of organization if you're an LLC, your DBA certification that reflects your name as the owner, your business registration documentation, your EIN document from the IRS noting your name and the company name. But this is where you submit your proof that you are the owner and that this is an active operating business. We would suggest that you submit a PDF document for your submissions to make it easy for the committee to read